Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the council meeting for the Borough of Crafton. It is Monday, December 28th, 2020. We hope everybody had a happy holiday last week, and we look forward to a new year. I'm going to move forward, calling the meeting to order, and going to proceed to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry, here, I'm trying to catch up. All right. As you can see here, there's the consent agenda, approval of the minutes for December 14th, 2020. I move to
Let me jump in. We should do a roll call.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Yes. So Councilman Ayla,
Here.
Councilman Amendola.
Here.
Councilman Kraus,
Here.
Councilman Crown,
Here.
Councilman Lavasser,
Here.
Councilwoman Perry,
Here.
Councilman Saba,
Here.
and Mayor Bloom.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Thank you. All right, now we can proceed to the consent agenda. Can somebody move to approve?
Moved.
Were they submitted?
The minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe the minutes were put on the OneDrive, but we can, if nobody saw them,
What time?
I mean, yeah, we can just push this off.
Well,
If-
I mean, I didn't see it when I looked an hour ago.
Let's just push everything off on the consent agenda. I mean, this meeting is purely
Okay.
about the debt ordinance, so.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys, nobody saw that. So with that, we're going to move forward to citizen comments. Please note that all public comments will be heard at the beginning of the meeting due to the online meeting format. I saw a hand raised already, Mr. Dorfield. Let me go here. Attendees and Mr. Dorfield, I'm going to allow you to talk here. Typically, I have help, but I'm just trying to make my way through here. So, and I'm unmuting you. Trying to get this unmuted.
It looks like he has, Philip, it looks like he's enabled talking, but he has to unmute himself to be able to speak.
Yep. Mr. Dorfield, could you unmute yourself? There you go.
Okay. I was just moving the tablet around. I really didn't have anything to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
We've all been there.
Mrs. Glasser? You can unmute yourself and you can speak.
Okay. Alice Glosser, 10 Belvedere Street, Crafton, PA. I have noticed a lot on Facebook that people are questioning the start of the traffic signals. I feel that if we could put that out on Savvy Citizen, it would be very helpful. Comments are going back and forth. I know we have addressed it different times at the council meeting. However, it has not been really put out there publicly with Savvy Citizen. Also, I would like to say, I think that if the agenda could be posted at least 30 minutes prior to the meeting, it would be very helpful. I've been trying to pull it up and have been unable to. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Doug, I believe we actually received an email from the engineers about the energy being brought to the signal, so we can it looks like we have a schedule. Maybe you and the office staff can give the public an update. But again, every time we think we have a schedule with Duquesne and PennDOT, the schedule slid due to COVID-related issues. And the other item, Mr. Sample, I don't know if you can speak to the posting of the agenda.
Yeah, I believe the agenda was posted. I apologize if it wasn't, but we had posted that last week, from my understanding. And as the president, Lavasser, had said, yes, when we get full, when we get the power on, and we will throw that out on Savvy Citizen. There's been so many false starts with Duquesne Light and PennDOT. So as soon as we get a confirmed date and it's actually on, that's when we'll throw it out, because there's been so many false starts.
Hey, Doug, I have
Thank
a
you.
question about that. Would it be possible maybe just put something on the website saying like traffic light update, and then maybe push a link out to Savvy saying, hey, for an update of what's going on, here's a link to the website for the most recent information?
Yeah, we can definitely do that in the office. I'll have Carissa
Awesome.
do that. Thank you, Anthony.
Mr. Amendola, your hand's raised. You're mute. You have unmute. Okay, there you go.
I think Doug answered my question. I got some inquiries about the lights too. What's going on with the lights? Did you say that we did get an update from Gateway?
Yeah, I believe I saw one that came in this morning from the engineer.
Well, what did it say?
It said that they're, hold on. One second. Kyle wrote, I got an update from the contractor regarding the status of the new signal equipment. Duquesne Light has provided power to all the intersections, and the contractor will be setting up verifying operations of the equipment. They are also coordinating with the vendors to get a few days lined up for the final inspections for the Gateway PennDOT. Right now, it's looking like that will be the week of 1/11 through 1/15 at the earliest. I'll let you know when the dates are solidified. The new equipment should go into operation once we complete our final inspections. But again, to everybody, we've received emails like this in the past, and
It's supposed to be 1/6. Yeah, it just so it's a long process working with the state.
Thank you.
yep. Can everybody still see my PowerPoint deck?
Yes, we see it like the editing version.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
sure.
Okay, I just want to, okay. All right. I don't see any other hands raised in the audience, so I'm going to move forward to the business agenda. Sorry. And then we have the bond attorney on the line, I believe, correct?
Correct. Can you hear me?
Pat, could you just give the public and council an update as to why we're here?
Certainly. As you know, this was an ordinance that was adopted back on, I forget the original date. But as the Local Government Unit Debt Act, which is a state law governing the procedure to issue debt for boroughs and other governmental entities, requires an ad a certain period of time before the ordinance is adopted and an ad that runs saying that the ordinance was adopted within 15 days of having the ordinance, after the ordinance was adopted. I sent a second ad after adoption of the ordinance to the Post Gazette to run. It did not go to the Post Gazette. It went to my draft folder, discovered the mistake too late for the 15-day period. So there were one of two things we could have done. I talked with DCD and they would have accepted the filing late, but the better course would be to go back and just re-adopt the ordinance as we're doing tonight. And I appreciate your patience and understanding in doing that. And I will have the second ad for this particular ordinance date running Thursday, which is the first printed edition of the Post Gazette after today. I will get confirmation of that from Pam Reed at the Post Gazette tomorrow. I will send the email to her tonight with the post adoption ad attached to it. The ordinance itself, the only difference from what was adopted prior is it has Mr. Sample's name in as manager, and the date's changed to today, December 28th.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly.
All right. Thank you for being transparent and letting us know and trying to keep, make sure everything done above board. And we understand that, the email issue occurred, and, at least it was caught early enough so it doesn't have an impact on our timelines and our capital outlays for these big infrastructure projects that we're going to be putting in the ground in 2021. So again, appreciate everybody at Huntington Capital and at your office on moving this thing forward.
So just so I'm clear, Mr. President, from Mr. Healy, what he advised, pardon me, council was that, again, it was simply just an error through an email draft that didn't go to the Post Gazette is why we're here. Is that just to make sure that's what I understand?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I just want to make sure that happens and it's not unusual. So, okay, no problem.
I gotta say, it is a first for me, but yeah.
That's okay. You'll get one mulligan.
Yeah.
You get just one.
Thank you.
Well, if there's ever a first for something, 2020 is that year. So,
Yes, that's true.
all right. So I'm going to read the motion. Motion to pass Crafton Ordinance number 1671, authorizing the incurring of non-electoral debt for the purpose of providing funds for certain capital projects improvements by the issuance of general obligation bonds in one or more series in the aggregate principal amount not to exceed $9,500,000.
So moved.
Seconded.
Any questions? Hearing none.
I
All in
believe
favor?
Fred has his hand raised.
Oh, okay. Fred, is your hand raised? Sorry, I'm working off of one screen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I read over the ordinance today, and as Mr. Patrick has pointed out, Mr. Sample is listed as the borough manager. I think in one of the prior meetings we gave him the title of interim manager. Would that make a difference on this $9.5 million document?
Mr. Healy, could you speak to that?
Yeah, I had asked that very question, what is the title? And, for the very reasons you brought up and various other documents that will be, drafted and circulated by me after this point in time. And I was told just to use the title manager.
Right. So does everybody want, from a legal perspective, do you want it to be stated as interim manager or manager? Or does anybody else have a problem with having it stated that way?
I'd like to see it be accurate.
Is anybody else?
Accurate in the sense that it's interim manager?
Yes, that's his official title, is it not? Or did I miss something?
Okay, so we can, Pat, can we change it to interim?
Yeah, absolutely. I can shoot you and Doug new signature pages with the change in the title, which we'll just call as an amendment to the document introduced tonight. We're going to amend the word manager to interim manager where it appears.
Okay, and that doesn't have any.
Mr. Pat?
Yes,
it
sir.
doesn't have any substantive change or meaning to the documents.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Mr. Pat,
Yes, sir.
could you tell me who told you to just put the title manager in there?
I'd have to go back and look at my emails. I was, maybe Doug remembers that. It was somebody from,
It was me. It was me.
Okay.
It was me.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
We're
All I
good.
wanted to know.
The interim manager has the same powers and duties as the manager. It's just,
Right.
Yeah, I understand that.
okay. No, that was more of a question. So, yeah. Yeah, so I will change the word manager to interim manager everywhere and shoot that over to Mr. Sample and you, Mr. President. So you have that final document with that correction.
All right, does anybody else from council have any questions or comments on the item? Let me scroll through here. I'm working off one screen again.
No other hands are raised.
All right. Could I get a roll call vote?
Yes. Councilman Alo,
Yes.
Councilman Amendola,
Life expectancy. You shouldn't have any issue.
Sorry, I had to unmute. No, absolutely not.
Councilman Kraus,
Yes.
Councilman Crown,
Here, yes.
Councilman Lavasser,
Yes.
Councilwoman Perry,
Yes,
Councilman Saba.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes 6-1.
All right. Thank you all. Hope everybody has a happy new year. Public Works has been working very diligently, helping us get through the nor'easters and the other systems that have been coming through. Again, if there's any public safety issues, don't hesitate to call Chief Sumter or email the manager with regards to roadway conditions, and Public Works will continue to do a stellar job of keeping everything moving for us. I know that was the most snow that I think we broke a record here in Pittsburgh. So hope everybody had a wonderful white Christmas, and we welcome a new year. And with that, I'm going to adjourn the meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.